welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Life After Lockup. Okay. I know some of you are looking at your watch like, now I know, what time is it? Is that Sass here during daylight? Y'all, I'm early. Okay? I'm early because I have overtime at work and I gotta run some errands. And someone contacted me back about my plumbing issues, child. But the thing about it is, it may not be a plumbing issue. It may be a roofing issue. Y'all pray for me, child. Y'all pray for me. But anyway, if y'all have any questions about my mailing address, I will leave it down below in the description box. A couple of people have asked me about my mailing address, so it'll be in the description box, y'all. Don't be sending me no stuff that I will. If it look anything suspicious, it's getting thrown into the garbage. Okay, all right. But I trust y'all. We here. So anyway, let's talk about this week's episode of Life After Lockup. When I tell you I enjoyed it, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, let's start off with Tony and Angela. Now, as we know, he went down to Mike's Pump and Go and got Angela 2 cartons of cigarettes. Okay. Because he is tired of living in the truck stop hotel motel for the last 4 months. Okay, so he's trying to get in Angela's good graces. Okay, he said he ain't been cheating, he ain't been sleeping with no harlots, he's been behaving, he's been missing his boo. So Angela, of course, honey, she is too done with Tony. Okay, but she says that she did miss him. All right, she missed Tony. You know, she loved Tony, but Tony just keep on acting up and carrying on, and she's tired of it. Why should she have to deal with him? And then a whole lot of people had questions about where that other man at, y'all. What's his name? The co-worker that asked her to marry him. Where he at? Child, he probably got real. He was tired of running after her. Because he kept looking real pathetic. Okay, maybe he got him a new woman. Let's hope so, child. So anyway, so this begging and pleading and taking me back and she's sick of it, honey, it turned into a mini therapy session. Do you want to know why? Because Angela let it be known that she has a master's degree in counseling. Because, you know, she's a mental health therapist. Now, let me just say this right here. Now, my homegirl, Shannon, I do believe she has her master's degree in counseling. And my homegirl, Lee, she's going for her PhD in psychology. Now, I really want to understand this. How does a woman devote herself into the mental health field, get a master's degree, which is amazing in itself, in counseling, and your whole life is a train wreck? How is that? Hello? Tell me. Hello? I'm listening. You are sitting across from someone who have treated you so terrible. You done brought in, you done married. Y'all done had knockdown, drag out fights. He's done cheated on you numerous times. And now you're sitting across from him having a mental health, mini therapy, marriage counseling session. Y'all, what do y'all think her co-workers think about her when they see her on TV? Living like that, looking like that. And what about the people she counseling? So Tony, okay, she told him, I'm tired of you, okay. I cannot make you do something you don't want to do. You ain't proved nothing to me. But see, Tony said that Angela makes him want to be a better person. That Angela makes him want to be a better man. He missed paying for 4 months. How he got a cell phone? Angela, you still paying for his cell phone, girl. Is he working at the motel? I've done asked so many questions that I don't even need to ask on these 2 idiots. So Angela is tired, her throat tired. She done smoked 18 cigarettes in 2 minutes. So Tony said, listen, it's a start. Tony said we had a good conversation. It's a start. So I'm just going to leave right now. Just know I love you. Okay? I want to come back home, boo. Angela said, if you don't take yourself off of my property, you better. So then Angela starts talking about how lonely she was and, how she, needs someone in her life, how Tony done cut up and carried on so bad. She started talking about another inmate, Russ. His inmate number is 8725389. What is going on here, Miss Mental Health Therapist? She let it be known that her and Russ had been talking a long time ago. She let it be known that her and Russ was in a relationship. She done drove out there to see Russ. But see, her and Russ had some words and they broke up and he got transferred somewhere in Louisiana or something like that. And that's how she met Tony. See, she got rid of Russ. She got mad at Russ. So she went and scrolled to another inmate dating site and found Tony. That's how they got together. But she also says that she has always been in contact with Russ. She done got pictures up. She done smoked 18 cigarettes. Did y'all see all those? Why she doing? Did y'all see her ashtray? Child. Oh, Angela. Oh, my God, Angela. Angela. And did y'all see her door frame? Y'all, what was that line on the door frame near the hinges? Is that mildew? Is that mold? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. So she's looking at pictures of her and Russ, and she let it be known that Russ is out of prison. Y'all, she trying to contact Russ, y'all. Child, is Russ going to show up with Tony? And then they going to have a knockdown, drag out? Y'all, why am I always on here wanting people to fight? I got problems. Maybe I need counseling. They showing Russ for a reason. So, in the upcoming season, we're going to have Russ and Tony fighting over scratchy throat, cigarette smoking Angela. Okay. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Lacey and Shane. Honey, Shane came in, honey. He got his mask on, honey. He had some groceries. Shane doing good. Shane's working. He done paid his fines off, his restitution. He is, handling his probation. He's doing well. He's behaving. And Lacey appreciates that. Lacey said that it's good to have Shane home. Around the kids. The kids love him. He loved the kids. It's good to have some type of stability. Listen, I'm all for Shane and Lacey. Look, I'm all for it, okay? If Shane can keep his penis in his pants, and if Lacey can keep her legs shut, maybe Lacey and Shane may have, they can get some out of this relationship. They may be in it to win it. But they both have to be in it. Now, I'm going to make a statement right now. Y'all don't get mad at me. This is just a question. When Lacey was standing there talking to Shane, and she was turned to the side, did she not look pregnant? Don't y'all beat me up in these comments. Now, I know I wasn't the only one who thought that. When she turned to the side, I was like, is that, you're already pregnant. But it may be COVID. It may be COVID. Wait, listen, no shade, because honey, I'm here with you. COVID wait right here. So, but, since they were talking about, pregnancy and all this, I was like, well, is she already pregnant? But anyway, I guess not. Because she's talking to her friend, all right? And she's talking about how her and Shane are doing so good and how Shane is so good with her other 3 kids that Shane would be a great father. Now listen, I'm just going to end this right here. Lacey, you don't need to have any more children. I'm sorry. I know you and Shane are doing well right now. Okay? But you got 3 kids. Shane seemed to, love those kids. The kids love him. You don't need no more children, honey. And she was indecisive herself. She was like, I don't know if that's something that I want to do because, hey, I'm not really quite sure that Shane is ready to be a father. I'm not quite sure that we're ready to have another kid. Keep thinking that, Lacey. See, keep running that through your mind because you ain't. That's just my opinion. Y'all don't need, Lacey, you do not need another child. Okay? You and Shane are doing just fine. So anyway, I think their little storyline is going to be Lacey, is she or is she not going to have a child? Child, let's move on. Let's talk about Latino Heat and Brittany, honey. So, alright, so the Rona has hit, okay? And that house is just really small, and you got kids running around, you got dolls running around, there's construction going on. Brittany has had enough, okay? Now, to make things better, they, they took on a renovation of the backyard, I guess to make things just a little bit bigger. Now, Latino Heat told her that the estimate was $10,000. Brittany was like, we gotta get out of here. We need a bigger place. And so Latino Heat said, we ain't going nowhere. We done invested in this backyard. We talked about it, and that is what we decided to do. We can't be up and moving. And so it came out that it wasn't $10,000. He done took out a home equity line of credit, and the backyard is going to cost $25,000. She was like, $25,000? She was like, you mean to tell me you took out that much money without talking to me about it? So they had their words, and she says that Latino Heat is living like he's single. Okay? He is no longer single. He is married with a family. And he needs to think about that the next time he wants to take out a large amount of money without talking to his wife first. So, of course, with the Rona and the kids and the squalling and just everything is stressed and tensed up. So they decided to go out and have a little date child. Well, who did they call to babysit them youngins? The mama. Now, the mama's been doing real good here lately. Y'all know the mama has been suffering for years with alcoholism and drug abuse. But, Brittany says that she's been doing really well. She trusts her around the kids. And so they go out and they have them a little date. Now, when they come back home, who's sitting there feeding the baby? Brittany's sister. Brittany was like, what are you doing here? She was like, Mom said to come down here. Now, when I came down here, Mama said I'm gone. Honey, the kid, the dogs, everything done got on Mama's nerves and she done booked. Leaving the baby with the sister. And so Brittany said, well, what's up? And so the sister said, you know what's up. Okay, I think she back to drinking or she doing something serious because let me tell you something, I only have less than $50 in my account. So Mama out there pinching. She out there all up in the bank account taking money, child, bye. So Mama, she may be back to drinking and doing other things. So Brittany was like, I cannot believe this. See, during the Rona, she can't physically physically go to any meetings, AA meetings. So they do them, virtually, and she hasn't been doing that. So Brittany and the sister thinks that she may have relapsed. So Latino he's watching the kids, and Brittany and the sister jump into the vehicle, going down to the mama's house and to confront her. Y'all, that mama may have relapsed. How sad is that? I don't know what it's like to have a parent that is suffering from that type of illness and addiction, and so anyway, we will see what happens. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Lamar and Andrea. Can I just say that Tennison and Nala are the best kids? I've said it before. How great are those kids? Especially with their mama being Andrea, and Andrea just cut a fool. Tennison and Nala are fantastic. Just so great, okay? The way Andrea has raised those kids, she has done a fantastic job. Great job. Now we have Tennison and Lamar going to see his brother down there at the Boys in the Hood would do anything for profit. Hey, 5 in the morning on the corner clocking. Them boys. Y'all remember that song? Child, listen. Honey, that's a 90s banger right there with P. Diddy and Jeezy. Them boys in the hood would do anything for profit. Hey, 5 in the morning on the corner clock. Listen, y'all, when I tell you I used to bang that. But anyway, so they going to see that brother. What's the brother's name, y'all? Child, the one that got shot in the foot. So Tennison and Lamar go see the brother. And so they are discussing the difference between a good neighborhood and a bad neighborhood. And so Tennison was like, well, I really want to understand this because you're the one that needs to tell me since you're the one that got shot in the foot. Okay? So the brother is, telling him what happened, the story behind him getting shot in the foot. I think Lamar was telling it too. And so the brother was like, listen, bad neighborhoods are like bars on the windows and, police calls. You hear police calls all the time. I mean, listen, that is very stereotypical, rough neighborhoods, good neighborhoods. Honey, you don't have to live in the city to have a good neighborhood, bad neighborhood. You have good neighborhood, bad neighborhoods all over. City, country, and in between, child. There's a rough neighborhood all across these United States. You know when you're supposed to get home before dawn? I don't care where you live. That's something that you're taught. So, then all of a sudden this brother pulls out some weed, child. And so he starts smoking the weed. And so he's like, here you go, young man. There you go. Puff, puff, pass. That's what you do. See, the brother thought that he was an extra on Friday. You ain't working. You ain't got nothing to do. Y'all, when I tell you, I can quote Friday. One of my favorite movies. But anyway, and so Tennison was like, no, I'm good. I don't deal with the puff, puff, pass. I don't deal with the herb. You know my mama kept, And so how great. I was so proud of Lamar. Lamar was like, dude, what is wrong with you? You know better than that. You don't be handing this boy no weed. He ain't even built like that. He wasn't raised like that. He ain't built like that. Don't be putting that in that boy's face. And so here goes the brother. Oh, my bad. My bad. That's all good. Listen. And the boy, look, Tennison is 18 years old. In this day and time, that boy turned down weed. I'm proud of him. Good for you, Tennison. Very good for you. And I'm proud of Lamar. He stepped up. You know, Lamar could have been like, take a little hit, dude. It's just a little weed. He didn't do that. He clocked his brother. Child, anyway. So, good for y'all too. So, Tennison is back home talking to Nala. How about when Andrea busted up in that room? Honey, she had on those sunglasses. And was that a velvet jogging suit? Or was it a velvet jumpsuit, y'all? What she have on? Nala said, where are you going? Nala, we had the same questions. Where are you going? What do you have on? What's really going on here? Honey, I cackled when I seen that. And then Tennison was like, Mom, please. Please, Mom. Just please. So Tennison told Nala about, the weed situation and the herb and, how he ain't about that life and how Lamar really stepped up and, they really like Lamar and Lamar really cares for those kids. Great relationship. I'm proud of Lamar. But anyway, so Nala was like, no, what you gonna do next? And Tennison was like, I gotta tell Mom. And so they were both like, Lord have mercy. When Tennison tells his mom about that weed, I can't wait. She is going to explode. She gonna explode, ain't she, y'all? I'm here for it. Let's move on. Last and least, child, Sarah and Michael. Okay. Really nothing new. Michael, he's going to see his mama. And y'all, what about that mama, honey? That mama got the bang. The bang. Oh, not the bang. Honey, that mama's hair was done. Honey, she had the clip and pull ponytail. I was like, ain't nothing wrong with it. So here comes Michael talking to his mama and saying, listen, okay, things ain't really working out between me and Maria. Okay, Maria been acting real funny here lately. Maria has been pushing me to the edge. Maria is saying things like she don't care if I go back to jail. See, she want me to bust her in her throat. But I ain't put my hands on her mama. See, that's basically what Michael was saying. See, Maria was trying to push him into a domestic situation. He didn't say that. I said that. He didn't say nothing about no domestic situation. I said that. But ain't that what y'all got out of it? He said that he ain't going to jail for her. Okay. Also, Maria is real funny about them kids, about Sarah, the jealousy. It's just an all-around mess. And he says that he has left Maria. And so the mama said, you mean to tell me you and Maria broke up? You done left her? He said, we done. So he's done with Maria, okay? He wants to focus on being a great dad, on his kids, and then he starts talking about Sarah and how Sarah been acting real funny here lately, okay? He come talking about the party and how Sarah is not including him in said party and how he wanted to take the kids, himself to celebrate. And hey, Sarah could come along. And then Sarah was like, you ain't taking my kids. You ain't going to be around my kids. And he didn't want to hear it. He says that he is trying to be the best father that he could be. Y'all, do Michael have a job yet? Is Sarah still paying for your cell phone, Michael? Are you paying child support? See, that's the question I want to know. That's the question I need answered. Are you paying child support? Because if you are doing all those things, there's no reason to why you can't see your children. Even though we have seen your antics in the past. So, of course, his mom was like, you ain't never talked like this. I'm proud of you, son. You done grow up a little bit. Mama Michael, is that clip and pull ponytail a little too tight? You need to loosen that thing up, honey. He got a long way to go. Long way to go. Now, while all this was going on, talking to his mama, Sarah was blowing up his phone, and of course, he wasn't answering. But see, he's trying to have a relationship with Sarah so he can have a relationship with his children. But you choose not to answer your baby mama's phone calls. Okay. So we have Sarah. Now, let's talk about Sarah. Sarah meets up with her homegirl, you know, her friend that's secretly in love with Sarah. So she meets up with her at a gym, okay, and they got to talking, and Sarah tells her friend about, what's his name, y'all, Malcolm? Is that his name? Her new boo. And the friend is ecstatic. The friend is like, yes, high five, okay, anybody but Michael, okay. Michael's a bum, Michael's trash, Michael treated you like such, so I'm all for Malcolm. Honey, she is all for him. Y'all, is that his name? I think so, child. So anyway, she says she's all for Malcolm, all right? And so Sarah proceeds to tell her friend about the birthday party and all this, and so the friend is like, is Michael coming to the party? And so Sarah was like, listen, I invited Malcolm and I have invited Michael. But there ain't gonna be no, you know, confrontation going on. Ain't gonna be no foolishness at this party. I'm gonna let Michael know beforehand, and I'm gonna tell him, listen, I got my boo coming. You better not cut a shine. You better deal with it. Okay? Because, see, if you let Michael know beforehand, he ain't going to cut up. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's see if he come first. Okay? So, anyway, the friend is like, I cannot believe Michael is even invited. What has he done? Okay? He's done nothing. All right? And so Sarah was like, yes, but that is still his daughter, and I want him to have a relationship with Ray. Sarah says that she had great birthdays coming up. Her parents made sure that her birthdays were great. Okay, both of them were together. And she wants her daughters to have the same, you know, birthdays. She just wants her daughters' birthdays to be great. Honey, Michael don't need to be there to have great birthdays. I don't even know why that's even in your head. I mean, what has he done? But anyway, so the friend, of course, is side-eyed. She can't stand Michael. She likes the new boo. So Sarah, she is just tired of everything, all right? She is just tired, so she needed someone to talk to, child. So she's going and she's talking to, was it her therapist, psychologist, whatever. So, of course, the conversation is Michael, 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 Michael. And, of course, the Sarah started out like this, y'all. But it ended like this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being a mom. I'm sick of doing everything. I'm always here. I'm the mom. I'm the mom. Y'all know when Sarah gets real upset. Okay. Her whole tone changes, y'all. She says that she is tired of the load. She is tired of being this. She is tired of being that. It's all about the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids. And guess what? Michael does nothing. Same old story, y'all. Just a different day. So what does she do? She needed a break. Okay, so she gets up and she goes out to the car screaming at Michael. That's it, y'all. I see my battery is telling me to shut up. It's blinking. It is blinking. All right, guys, that's it. Y'all leave all your comments down below to my new subscribers. Well, welcome to the family. Okay? We just kick it over here. We just have fun. That's all we do. Y'all know what to do, though, don't you? Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.